Yo, hope all's well and have a good training week. It's Tuesday, the 11th of February, and I'm just going to start posting these pretty much every day, even if there is no bias. I'm just going to see what I can see in the charts. So today I'm looking at Euro, cable, and dollar. So with Euro, I'm using the hourly to just try and gain a session bias. We've had sell side here been taken, so minor sell side here. Drops lower. These two candles is a change in state and delivery. Get it to this candle here, so there's an order block. So we've seen a nice rejection off the order block here. And there's a pissy here, okay? So after this candle here, the 3 o'clock candle, that's a nice indication that we want to go up higher. Okay, so you look to the left, where's like a buy side. So there, it's a premium array. And you've got there as well. So first draw liquidity will be there, and then here. So that's what I'm looking for, Euro. Okay, so let's go into, you can draw from here to there. Okay, goes to the 5 minute time frame. Okay, runs lower. What's this here? An inefficiency. Change of state and delivery there. Price then pulls back into it here. Is there a breaker? So there's a low, low, high, high, low, high, low, high, high. Breaker here. Inside this fair value gap here, or this fair value gap there, stops just below. So even though it nearly would have took you out, you'd be fine for it to start trading up towards this buy side here and this buy side here. However, it is, again, the entry would be, it is a macro, I guess, entry, but it'd be not in the kill zone. First target's just been taken here. So second target, you could look at this midpoint of this wick here as well. So always beware of those wicks. But yeah, that'd be my next draw, midpoint of that wick. Then buy side, looking at cable. So we've had sell side here, BISSY, sell side there as well. Is there an order block? So these two candles, drops lower, takes that sell side, changes state to delivery, draw that across, and it has rejected it here. We're just waiting for a confirmation candle, really. Potentially could be this one. Let's have a look. No, it's not, unfortunately. I mean, you could say that's a bullish candle, but for me, what's worked out more is the upper quadrant or the lower quadrant if you're bearish. So upper quadrant needs to be closed above. At the minute, it's not. But first draw liquidity would be that high there. Then it'd be these equal highs here. And then this high here as well. So these are my targets. Oh. That's as long as we see a bullish closure on the candle. And for the dollar, so if we're looking for higher price in euro and cable, then we should be looking for lower price in dollar. We've had a run here on buy side run here. This is Monday's last week daily opening gap. We could potentially say it's been rejected. So buy side, daily opening gap rejected. There's a SIBI here. Which has been rejected. However, we are on the weekly opening gap, okay? So we pretty much want to see, let me actually just go 15-minute time frame quickly. We want to see price trading. So closed there. We want to see price trading pretty much past the lower midpoint here. So that's the only thing that potentially could make price choppy, is because it's playing above this upper quadrant here. We want to see price trading below the midpoint of this. That could be the only indicator to say maybe just use half risk for wanting to go long for euro and pound. If not, that's the only thing that could be in the way to cause high resistance liquidity runs, or make it a high resistant liquidity run instead of a low resistance. So keep an eye on that. But other than that, it's not too bad. So CB here, you can say there's an order block there. Draw that across, rejected the order block, rejected the daily opening gap on Monday, taken buy side, but it's just a weekly opening gap here. So, but that is my bias as of now. So next target is 1.0333, and then buy side there at 3366. So, and then cable, my target, first target would be this buy side here, but it may close above that with that bullish candle, and if it's in that case, then buy side here. Looking at this here, that'd be a nice for an inversion fair value gap there. Let's look at the 15-minute time frame. This one here, this would be nice to see an inversion as well. But yeah, just adding inversions for more confirmation. But yeah, that is my bias, and I will update you guys if there is any entries or anything changes. Okay, so this candle here, that ran lower, ran into this inefficiency here, so that's an order block here. Drew that across on the 5, go down onto the 1. It's made a low, high, lower low, higher high, breaker, fair value gap. There's a fair value gap there, so that's why my stop's down here. So may want to just reach into this here, there, and so first target would be here, so sell limit there. Second target, sell limit there, and then final target is there. So I will update you guys to see what the price is doing. Dollar is still trading on here like this, so that's why I don't like it too much. So definitely lower your risk, especially on a day like this. I think Jerome Powell is speaking at 3 p.m. UK time, so 10 a.m. I think it's 10 a.m. anyway, or it could even be 3 p.m. New York time anyway. But he's speaking, so be careful about that as well. Pound had a nice closure here. Wanted price to come down here. It hasn't just yet. So the draw liquidity would be here. So yeah, it would be here, and then the next draw would be up here. So looking on the 4, there isn't any inefficiencies either, but it could be that draw as well there. But my first draw will be here for cable, and then yeah, euro is just playing around at the fair value gap for now. However, I want to start seeing inversion fair value gaps. So this one here, let me just remove that. I want to see that act as an inversion. Don't want to see the midpoint here. So look at that midpoint there. Don't want to see the midpoint start, like the body start closing below the midpoint really. And then I want to start seeing this become an inversion. This here would be an inversion there, etc., to run for this buy side here. So I will update you guys. Okay, so update on price. It's been about half an hour or so. We had a little bit of choppiness here, but looking at this wick, price can get down to that wick there, or if you choose the midpoint of that wick, it taps into it pretty nicely. Then it starts trading up, and then I said that I wanted this to become an inversion, so it closed there, and then it came back. Where did it come to? It didn't even come to the midpoint, which shows that it's bullish, and starts trading up higher, and then ran this buy side here for my first target. I'll now move stops just under there, so stops have been moved to break even. I would like to see this act as an inversion and start trading up higher, for me to be more confident for price to want to run to the midpoint of this wick here. which is that wick there. Cable, ran this buy side here, so the next draw would be the midpoint of this 4 hour, and then that buy side there. And then dollar, it's actually traded to the midpoint. I would like to see a closure below midpoint. That would be nice to see. Then I'd be more confident for it to want to run to the sell side here. But hopefully you guys can see how I'm using dollar, cable, and euro, or like all three of them, simultaneously to just get a bias. So yeah, I would update again whether price comes back and takes my stop, or if it keeps going and takes my next partial, which is here. So yeah, we'll update again. Okay, quick update. I was using this as an inversion, this one here. Okay, and it's respected there. However, if you go into the 5 minute time frame and use this SIBI here, price closes above, comes back lower. Where does the bodies not close? Below the midpoint. That's what I like to see. Closes out there, so I'm more confident price wanted to run this minor buy side here now. Potentially you could take partials off that. However, a lot of things are sort of ticking my boxes. So like SIBI's getting, like the inversions, fair value gaps getting respected and stuff like that. So I'd rather just hold a little bit longer. However, you can move stops to even more now. So about there. So next target is still there. And let's take a look at dollar. Dollar is still trying to trade below here. If it does, then it'd be another good signal for it to keep going lower, and euro going higher. And cable is still trading higher. Let's go on the 15 to see if there's anything. This here I'd like to see become an inversion. So yeah, that's the only thing I see. It may want to pull back into this here. But yeah, again, I'll update you guys. The trade is going nicely so far, and yeah, sweet. Okay, just second order has just been taken, so second TP has just been hit. Stop's going to be moved even more to, let's just say, actually I'm just going to keep it there because price potentially could pull back lower. But yeah, I was happy with this inversion here. That just gave me the confidence that price wants to run even more. Look at the reaction of there so far. Let's take a look at dollar. Dollar is now trading below the midpoint of the weekly opening gap, which is nice. So the next draw would be the lower quadrant, the low, and this sell side here, which should push euro higher. Cable. Cable is, sorry, just had a mind blank there. Cable's still going to try and trade higher to this midpoint of the 4 hour. Again, well, we'll update you guys as soon as something else happens. Come on, hit the take profit. I like the fact that it's left equal highs here. People are thinking that's resistance. Trying to catch the top. And it should just run through. Here it comes. Come on. I don't want this video to be too long. There we go. So, entry down here. And also as well, there is, how did I get that there? Look at that. So Fed Power is testifying in 4 minutes. So it's quite lucky, I guess, that it took that out there, because you never know, it could absolutely just run through all this here. I was going to update and say move stops to here because Power was testifying. But quickly as well, as I was saying, this is the breaker here. So remove that. So there's a low, high, lower, low. So this is the breaker here. So just draw that candle. Look at price. Price is still respecting this breaker here. So there's a nice trade overall. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, at the start of the video, I was saying that I post every day with even if I don't have a bias. However, it might just be just a boring video. But that was like yesterday. Yesterday was just really sloppy. There's no bias. But today, sell side, BISI, order block. That was a nice candle there. That was confirmation for it to want to run this buy side. The next draw would be this here. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Leave a like, subscribe, comment below if I can make this any more clearer or any better, or if you got any other ideas. I'm happy to read through and take notes. So yeah, shout out to RCT like always. Literally all of his information is literally free on his YouTube. You just literally got to put in the work. So I will speak to you soon and be safe.